is kind of interesting. This goes back, and I just want to show you the difference in how the game is called. Not that they didn't call this a penalty at the time, but it's just the mentality of someone even doing this now. It'd be very rare that you see a penalty that even looks like this. This goes back to 1997. This is the Bombers and the Lions. So this is the year where Damon Allen's the quarterback for the BC Lions.
Okay.
And a bit of a brawl. I think this might have been the first game of the season. I'm not sure. But this goes back to 97. Get a load of, I've heard of a late hit, but then there's kind of a late hit. They tend not to do that much anymore because you get fined.
Why? This was late in the game. Damon Allen took a shot. Definitely a late hit by free safety Robert Davis of the Bombers.
Okay, but you have to look at it again. They'll play it again.
And then the fighting starts, too. Take another look at it. Allen down. The Lions have already lost this game, and Robert Davis, for good measure, giving him a solid pop. And then you can see the frustrations. Louis Pasaglia would even get involved a little bit in challenging Davis later on
What's
to
he going to do?
settle this thing. But no,
You take that back.
between these two teams. And this was in the dying moments. This is after the game. Adam Rita
here we go.
looking for Jeff Reinbold to make his point, and finally he finds him. And look at this. Gives him the shove. Reinbold seems a bit surprised by it all.
Full on.
Carter gets involved, and then he's soon thrown. And afterwards, Reinbold talked about it and said he didn't know exactly what Adam Rita's problem was with all this.
Apparently, Adam thought Robert Davis took a shot at his guy, and he comes over and pushes me. But, again, that just says an awful lot. I don't have to say anything. His actions spoke louder than anything I could ever say.
Doesn't spoil the victory?
No, not at all. He can't. Nobody can take this. Nobody can spoil this because, hey, it's his trip, not mine, So he's got to live with himself.
That's a little classic CFL.
Oh,
nastiness.
I totally remember that.
You do? You probably at the game.
No, I wasn't.
No.
I wasn't at that game, but I do remember because Adam Rita did do that. That went on in Winnipeg for at least 2 days, just talking about, what happens the next time the Lions are in town, or what time, the two. Because you got to remember, Jeff Reinbold, he had some lousy Bomber teams. If you look at the 2+ years he was there, they were two non-playoff teams. He had garbage at quarterback. He trusted too many people that he thought were good. He was maybe one of the best interviewers. I wasn't working at that time. I was still, getting into the business or about to get into the business, the hope of it. But when I still remember Jeff Reinbold's opening press conference. He arrived on a Harley Davidson, and they thought, okay, this is a lot different than Cal Murphy and those years. And wow, look at the change of who is actually the head coach of the Bombers. And I'm a fan of Jeff Reinbold. He just couldn't coach worth shit.
Yeah.
What? We just become best friends? Yep.